ants. Do we have these insects here in South Alabama? As a realtor here in Bowen County, Alabama, I get asked this one question by almost every person buying a home here. Yes, Alabama has fire ants. Having lived on the Gulf Coast all of my life, locals don't really give fire ants much thought, except to try our best to get rid of them when they pop up in our yards, or better yet, prevent them from popping up in our yards in the first place. If you live here for long, you will experience fire ants at some point in your yard, your neighbor's yard, the park, the beach. Yes, they can be in the sand at the beach. Pretty much anywhere if you're outside. You can come across them in the water too. I'm not kidding. People almost always follow up asking if we have fire ants with, do they bite? Yes, but it's not the bite you need to be worried about. It's their sting. Disturb their nest and they become immediately very aggressive. They swarm the intruder, anger themselves by biting the skin to stabilize themselves, and then they sting repeatedly, injecting their venom. Here in the South, we do just refer to it as being bit by a fire ant because who cares if you are being bit or stung at that point? No matter what, it hurts. People allergic to fire ants can die from anaphylactic shock with a single sting. Smaller animals, including small children, stung dozens of times, can die from their stings. So terminating fire ants is desired. But in most cases, they're far more of a nuisance than a health threat. Stings are what we hate the most about fire ants, but they're also invasive insects that are hard to get rid of permanently. They have huge colonies with over 20,000 individual ants in one single colony. Nests can be sprawling, spanning several feet into their underground tunnels. Fire ants prefer sunny areas. They typically nest under sidewalks, slabs, or at the base of trees, with their mounds being exposed at the top, which looks kind of like a small mound of brownish red dirt. These mounds can be as much as 18 inches tall. Fire ants can be a year-round problem, but are most active in spring and fall when daytime temperatures are between 70 and 85 degrees. Temperatures in the teens and lower kill fire ants, but here in Bowen County, Alabama, we don't get below 20 degrees Fahrenheit all that often. Also, with cold temperatures, they go deep down into the soil where there is a more moderate temperature and wait for warmer weather. Not even floods, hurricanes, and extremely low temperatures get rid of many of them. They can multiply fast and grow back their colony quickly. If you want fire ants gone, you must terminate them. But how? Armadillos, spiders, birds, and lizards do eat fire ants, but don't really have a major impact on the fire ant population. So enlisting help of natural predators isn't really much of a help. I'm not a fire ant expert. However, I have read some remedies to fire ants ranging from homemade DIY deterrents to store-bought poisons. Some natural methods to get rid of fire ants include the use of boiling water, dish soap, baking soda, white vinegar, peppermint essential oil, or cayenne pepper. Some plants help deter ants, such as rosemary, lavender, catnip, peppermint, and thyme. Spraying insect repellent on your shoes and clothing can help you prevent fire ant stings. I personally prefer fire ant baits you can buy at most any local stores. My recommendation is to read up more into how to best prevent fire ants and how to terminate them so you can determine which method works best for you. And if dealing with them on your own isn't your idea of fun, you can always call your local exterminator. My best advice, try to keep your feet and hands out of any visible mounds.